Well, buckle up. Here we go. Our first stop, the 1992 Spring Nationals in Columbus, Ohio. First round action, Cold Cobra in the Snakebite Ford. On the far side, taking on Wayne Smozanik and Tropical Thunder. And for Wayne Smozanik, it will be stormy sailing right through the Hydra barricades. Little damage to the truck, but a scare for some of the crew guys standing in behind those barricades. So often in his racing career, Wayne Smozanik has been spectacular. Let's take a look now at the replay. It looks like Wayne may have bent something in the four-link suspension. Once the truck goes to the right, Wayne has no control. He would be disqualified for going out of bounds, but very little damage sustained by the truck or the driver. The Yodoc barriers or JoJo blocks did their jobs. These barriers are actually plastic containers filled with water. They're becoming very popular in motorsports. And look how they'll stop a 10,000-pound truck. Imagine how much damage could have been done had Wayne Smozanik hit a concrete wall. And look how close he comes to our camera position. It may be safer in the truck than what it is to work behind one of these cameras. And you thought television was safe. The following year, the Spring Nationals shifted to Lima, Ohio, where Kurt Dabney in Nightmare was about to have one of his own. Now, Dabney is in the far lane, taking on Wildfoot's Andy Brass in the near lane. And watch what happens to Kurt Dabney in the shutdown area. Substantial damage. Look at that 10,000-pound truck on top of the cage. The cage is intact. And look, Kurt Dabney walks away. He is okay. Now look again, Dabney was in trouble midway through the run. But being young and aggressive, he didn't let out of it. Pushing the truck, he goes over on his head, high sides it, and it goes on over. But once again, the roll cage is intact, and Kurt Dabney was uninjured. The switch from the normal crushed cars to these all-dirt ramps did not suit Kurt Dabney. Keep an eye on the left-hand portion of your screen. Something lets go in the front after he lands, and he high-sides immediately. But Army Armstrong was right there to talk to Kurt Dabney as soon as he climbed out and walked away. Motorsports, that's the attitude to have. Lots of damage to the fiberglass body, but the chassis held up. Now, the only thing more damaging than the initial impact is when they actually turn one of these things right side up. And notice the message on what's left of the rear gate kind of sums it up, doesn't it? Same race next round, Andy Brass and Wildfoot, the new research and development Ford for Bob and Marilyn Chandler. This was the first race Andy appeared in with this truck on the Jamboree circuit. Talk about being aggressive. Watch this great piece of driving. Remember, this is a 10,000-pound truck pulling this wheelie, making so much power. This is the closest thing to a monster truck blowover. Now watch the wheel stand in no man's land. He hits the second ramp with the back rubber. That tosses the truck over on its nose, and he lands on the front grille. Here's Army with Andy.
In the semifinal.